What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on the recent acquisition, right, of Dijonai Carrington to the Lynx. And I didn't speak on this last week, like when it first happened, but I wanted to. But this to me, I thought when I saw this, I was like, this is big, right? And Dijonai Carrington, what she brings to the Minnesota Lynx, she make a tough defensive team even tougher, right? And she's coming in at a good time because this will give her time to gel with her teammates and get into and develop that chemistry with her teammates, especially on the offensive end, right? I think this will be good for Dejanay Carrington and the Minnesota Lynx. They didn't really so much need her for her offense, in my opinion. I think that she's a solid offensive player, Dejanay Carrington is. But I think defensively, I think is where she'll make them more formidable. Like I said, their defense was already tough and solid, right? But I think where this is really going to be big for them is like, say for instance, if Minnesota go up against the New York Liberty again, this will be big because I know last year when they went up against the Liberty, and you had the young lady, I think her hair is pink. I forgot her name, but the young lady with the pink dye in her hair, she was kind of overmatched, in my opinion. She was overmatched by like Sabrina Ionescu. She wasn't big enough to affect Sabrina Ionescu's shot. She definitely was not big enough for Breonna Stewart. So anytime she got caught in a one-on-one with those young ladies, it was a mismatch in New York's favor. But then now, once you have Dejanay Carrington on there, how tall is Dejanay? Dejanay is 5'11". Like they have her listed at 5'11". So she can. I'm not gonna say, she's not gonna stop neither one of those young ladies, but at least she can make life tougher for both of those women. She can make it tougher for Sabrina Ionescu, and she can also make Breonna Stewart have to work for her shot. I think Breonna Stewart, definitely have an advantage because Breonna Stewart can just carry her down in the box and post up. But even then, at 5'11", she's not gonna be. That'd be better than having somebody else from the Lynx on Breonna Stewart who'll get caught on Breonna Stewart, and then it's just a total mismatch. So, provided both of these two teams, the Lynx and the Liberty, make it back to the championship game, this will definitely help out the Lynx. And like I said, on the way to the championship, which I think both teams will make it back. Now Atlanta Dream might have something to say about that as far as the Liberty are concerned. Atlanta is just tough this year. They playing out of their mind. Then you have who do I think is really going to challenge Minnesota this year? Phoenix could because you got Alyssa Thomas and her, she's playing like at a MVP level. But other than that, I think the Lynx to me seem like they on a mission. And even without Nafisa Collier, they still able to they haven't missed a beat. They still winning. So if they're winning, Nafisa Collier really don't feel any pressure or any need to rush back. And that's that all goes well for the Minnesota Lynx, right? And then so you'll get Nafisa Collier back, well rested, and ready to pick up where she left off, and just gel back in with Dejanay and the rest of the team. But I think that, like I said, Dejanay Carrington picking her up, man, I think that's good. Now let me see what her career stats is like. Her career stats. Let me see minutes per game. She's playing. let me see, 20 minutes per game. Let me see what her points. I want to see what her averages are because let me go and see if I can find her averages. Because like I said, offensively, it really won't matter because she is going to be maybe she may be the third option far as on offense. She'll be the third option. So whatever she contribute on the offensive end will just be, that a cherry on the top, right? That'll be a cherry on the top because offensively, sometimes they do struggle. Minnesota do struggle to score, but it is what it is. Now you have somebody who is very capable of helping you out at the offensive end if you are struggling. But that's not why you need her. You need somebody with that extra grit. You know, I think I seen Asia Wilson push one of Nafisa Collier, one of her teammates, to the floor like she was trying to fight over a pick, and she just bull rushed it and shoved it to the floor. And so that right there, just let me know. I was like, yeah, they really need to get tougher. You don't want Nafisa Collier to just be like your toughest player. She never backs down from Asia Wilson or anybody else, right? But you want your whole roster, out there to be solid and be somebody that know that you can somebody that's going to be, contended with. And so that's what I think Dijonai Carrington brings to this team. She just brings that toughness, and just let everybody know that, we are not going to be pushed around. And I like that. Even though they won't run into the Aces, I don't think, I don't know. I doubt that the Aces make it into the playoffs, but if they do, they got somebody now, who can who's tough, just like Nafisa Collier. That just adds another layer of toughness to their team. But like I said, I think originally, like the main reason they brought this young lady to the team is because of they're looking forward to a rematch with the New York Liberty. And so in a rematch with the New York Liberty, I think that Dijonai Carrington, like that's where she's gonna earn her pay because now she'll be able to help out with Sabrina Ionescu and sometimes with Breonna Stewart. I think she can help out with Breonna Stewart too. I just think that Breonna Stewart, because she's long and lanky, that's like a tough cover for anybody. She Breonna Stewart, her mid-range game, she can shoot inside and out. And she's comfortable playing with her back to the basket. So, but with the length that Dijonai Carrington have, and I didn't even mention that Dijonai Carrington, like her lateral movement, so she can play guard. She can play the guards too. She can play the guard. She can play 1 through probably like about 4. She can play 1 through 4. The centers probably not so much because although she is tall at 5'11", she's not really, once these big girls just put that body on her, then they'll definitely have an advantage. But as far as her height and her lateral movement, I think that she's a force to be reckoned with. And her mental toughness and stuff, that she brings to the table, also I think will, like I said, this is big for the Lynx, for them to be able to get her, so that she can help their team out. So yeah, man, that's my take on it. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, feel free to leave a comment. And with that being said, I will check you all out in the next video. Peace.